easier to get 100K in credit than 100K in hard-earned money. I could go to the bank, go get 100K in credit cards, go get 100K in loans. What's going on, y'all? It's only Isaac, back with another video. As you've seen on the news, on social media, dollar is coming to an end. And if you're not making the most of it right now, you're going to be left behind. AI is coming around. You're seeing how people are changing someone's voice to make it anything they want like that. AI is developing at such a fast rate that all the entry-level jobs out of college are going to get taken over by AI. This is your time before it's too late. Make the most of your time. Learn something. Get your credit right, get your money right, get your funds right, get your knowledge right, because it's up to you to make a change. And if you don't make that change, you're going to get left behind, because it's soon going to be too late. If you don't have a second income, or if you don't have a high-skilled job that will get taken by AI, now is your time to learn. Spend them extra hours at home learning as much as you can. Try and figure out a way that you can make money online, or a skill-based service that will not be replaced by AI. And if you don't have the cash, invest in yourself to start your business, to start your investments, to increase your business, to expand your business. That's how I can help you. I'm a credit expert. I will show you how to repair your credit, how to keep your credit at such a high standard. I'll show you how to get all this money from these banks, the unlimited funding hack, where you're gonna have all this money to invest in yourself and in your business. There's no better time than now. Right now is the perfect time to just get as much money in your reserves as possible, because soon it's going to be too late. The banks are closing down. The banks are getting tighter with their money. So now is the perfect time to get as much money from these banks as possible so you can use it. That's what it's there for. They make money off you taking money, you paying interest. But the smart thing to do is not use that money to go buy like liabilities, but use that money to go and buy assets. What I mean by that is, if you want to buy a car, buy a sports car, buy an exotic car, but put it on Toro. Once it's on Toro, it's paying its car note off and it's giving you extra income, so it's paying you above the interest. And now is the perfect time to prepare. You must get your credit fixed as soon as possible, because credit is not a quick process like that. It takes time. It might take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months to do, but it will get fixed. And you have to be in the right financial situation as soon as possible before it's too late. Because once it's too late, you lose your job and you have no reserve, you have nothing to fall back on. You don't have that business started, you're lost. You're in a hole and you're going to have to rely on the government to give you breadcrumbs when you could be having a whole slice of the cake. The cake is huge. Everyone has enough money to eat. Easier to get 100K in credit than 100K in hard-earned money. I could go to the bank, go get 100K in credit cards, go get 100K in loans. It's a lot easier than saving your money up $2 grand a month, saving it all the way. That's gonna take 50 weeks. Not many people can save $2 grand a month. A lot of people spending habits is as much as their salary. So if it is like that, use that credit. And then once that credit is there, that's when you invest into your business. Make your business bigger, make your business better. Credit needs to be in a good standing. If your credit's not in a good standing, you're not getting any money from these banks. And if you do, it's only gonna be a small amount and the interest rate's gonna be huge. So get your credit fixed, tap in with me. I have a program. I'm gonna teach you how to remove anything off your credit report. I'm gonna teach you how to get this money from the banks. I'm gonna teach you how to not pay any interest on these cards. So you're pretty much using the money for free without any interest until you have to pay it back. You should be able to walk into any bank at any moment and they'll give it to you. But in order for that, you need good credit. That's like saying, me for example, I have good credit. I've never had a late payment, never had a collection. I go to the bank versus you, for example, hypothetically, you don't have good credit. You have so many late payments, you've never paid on time, all stuff like that. I go to the bank, ask for 10K. You go to the bank, ask for 10K. They're not gonna give you that 10K because then they're worried. They're scared they're not gonna get that money back. But with me, I have a track history. You need to understand credit is not a bad thing. Credit is a tool. It's made for you to use. It's a tool to help you access a high amount of funding so you can invest into a business, invest into property, invest into whatever you want to invest into, your personal brand, whatever. As long as you can make that money grow instead of just using it for clothes, designer this, designer that. Go get some property. Go get a car to put on Toro. Stuff like that. Go start a business. Use that money to get equipment. You know what I'm saying? That's how you use the credit as a tool. That's why credit's not bad. But credit can be bad if you don't have smart financial decisions. Because you have 100K in credit doesn't mean you have to pay the credit card off. You can have that money and you can just have it sitting there. You don't have to spend it. You can just have it sitting there and you're not going to have to pay anything. So just because you have 100K in credit doesn't mean you have to pay the interest or anything, because if you're not using that card, you don't have to pay. And like I said, it's important to use credit for the right things, not the wrong things. If you're using it for the wrong things, I do not recommend getting credit, because then you're going to be in a hole. You're not going to be able to get out of it. But if you're using credit for assets, it's going to pay off the interest, and it's going to pay off the credit card, and it's going to give you money on top, the profit. And if you're just starting out, and if you want to keep getting the limit increases, you're going to have to use that credit card like a debit card. Especially if you don't have much financial knowledge at the moment, because obviously everyone can learn. Use that credit card like a debit card. So say you spend $1,000 on a credit card, make sure you have $1,000 to pay that right back off. By you doing that, every 3 to 6 months, you're going to get a credit limit increase. And this whole 3 to 6 months time, you're learning something, learning how to make more money, learning how to invest that credit to make more money. And each 3 to 6 months, that credit's gonna keep increasing. And when you're applying for credit cards, look for the 0% interest period, because that's like, for example, they give you 100,000. You have a whole year, say it's a 12-month 0% interest. You have a whole year to take that 100,000 out, spend it on something, or spend a little bit of it, and then you just have to pay that $100,000 back at the end of the 12 months to keep avoiding interest. Or you can do a balance transfer, open up another credit card with 0% interest and balance transfer that to that. Balance transfer that amount into the other amount. That avoids paying interest, because interest is another thing. Interest on under like a $10,000 card, you're not really seeing interest. Interest, a lot of people are scared of interest, but interest really isn't that much once you think about it, because it's the total APR divided by 12. So you're only getting charged interest of about like 1 to 2% maybe. You have to make sure you're paying your card on time, because if you're not paying your card on time, you're not gonna get a credit. They're gonna cut your line limits. They're gonna charge a higher APR, higher interest rate, that means. And you also have to make sure you're not going over 30% utilization, even better 10%. Unless of course you have a 0% interest card and you know what you do with the money and you're putting all that money into something. You can use it all, as long as you're getting that paid off and you're not wanting to get more credit. Because if you're wanting to get more credit and you have a 90% utilization is the amount that's on a card. So say for example, I have a $10,000 limit and I'm spending $9,000 on that card. I go to the bank, they're not gonna give me more, because that's a 90% credit utilization. So keep it under, so even better, like I said, it's better to be under 10%. If it's under 10%, that's what? $1,000 out of 10,000. If I go back to the bank, they're gonna see that I'm not using that much, so they're gonna give me another 10. I go to a different bank. Just like that, they're gonna keep giving me money, because banks know that you need the money. They're not gonna keep giving you money. You need to get that fixed ASAP. Now's the perfect time. Like I said, sign up for a free consultation. Credit is the most important thing. So if you don't have good credit, if you have a late payment collection, any of the above, hit the link down below for a free consultation. I'll get you in my program. And yeah, I'll teach you how to maneuver these banks, how to hack these banks, how to hack your credit into unlimited funding. Having bad credit will hold you back from so many opportunities. For example, my homie, he wanted to get into flight school. He didn't have good credit, so he wasn't able to get into flight school. Now he has good credit. He got accepted into flight school. Now he can go after his dreams just because he has good credit. Also, having bad credit, for example, you want to buy a car or you want to buy a truck for a trucking business. You don't have good credit, you're not doing that. You're going to have to save up all that cash and spend it all in cash. And then look, you're down. But if you use credit, you can profit straight away. Just pay the minimum and the interest, if there's interest, and then take the rest of the profit and then invest into more business. Right now is the perfect time. Once your credit's fixed, or if it is already fixed, use this time to get as much credit as possible. It would be better if you have $200,000 in credit just sitting instead of not having that. Because if you don't have it, if an opportunity arises, you're not going to be able to take that money out and go invest. You're going to have to save up cash. But that's where credit comes in here. You can have that money reserved, so when you're ready to invest, you're going to have it. So spend this time, get as much credit as possible. Remember, you don't have to use it and you're not going to have to pay any amount on that if you're not using it. And limit all the excess spending and never stop learning. Always making sure you're filling your brain with knowledge and always learning. because that's the thing that's gonna set you free, set you apart from everybody. But yeah, like I said, coming to the end of the video, make sure y'all get your credit fixed before it's too late. Make sure y'all get that money before it's too late. I'll hop on the phone with you. We can work out a little plan, see what is the best fit for you. If credit repairs, whether it's credit repair you need, or if it's funding that you need, the money that you need, we're gonna work that out. We're gonna hop on a call and chop it up. But yeah, at the moment, I'm really only offering mentorship and funding. So like I said, I'm gonna teach you how to fix your credit. I'm gonna teach you how to keep your credit at a high standard. It's gonna be one-on-one mentorship. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out. Only Isaac.